Okay, good afternoon to everybody. So my name is Seija Sihvonen and I'm coming from VTT, and next I'm going to speak about the other application area that we have in our Spearhead program, and we have a title Global Asset Management within IoT. And let's first discuss a little bit about what we mean by this asset management and global asset management, because the concept and term is very, very wide, and asset can be even money or environment or roads or any kind of infra and so on. But we are not speaking here in that kind of assets, but more industrial assets like factories or working machines, ships, and so on, more like a fixed assets. And to go in a little bit, to narrowing down a little bit, that our view, we are talking about the motors and engines and how to maintain these kind of assets most effectively. And I think it's very nicely written here what asset management is, that it's a structured approach that supports the achievement of added value while balancing cost, risk, and performance criteria. So you need to take all these in condition when you are planning this kind of a new approach to maintenance, because we are talking about here, I would like to say, a paradigm shift when we are talking about maintenance today or yesterday, and when we are talking about what it will be within 5 or 10 years. So what is happening currently in the industry? There is ongoing transformation going on. Today, yet, most of the maintenance work is done in-house, a company. But as time goes by and the IoT technologies are maturing, that are very essential here actually, this concept will change, and the service type of concept will take place. We are going towards tight partnerships where every partner has a specific role in the whole maintenance scale. And what do we mean by productivity here? It's quite simple in this context, I would like to say. How to improve the downtime so that it's done only when needed, not when scheduled. And that's, I think, one of the main issues here that will happen in future. We are able to analyze and diagnose when you need to put the process down. You will get the adequate information, you will have the adequate analysis methods, you will have the adequate information and capability to do these kind of decisions. And of course, we are not looking for unnecessary service calls and work hours related to this. So, to put it in one picture, from corrective or scheduled maintenance to condition-based predictive maintenance. So this will happen actually, this is our view to this, and we have been working on this area for quite a long time, so we are inside in this kind of an industry, and also we know about the IoT technologies very well and have been developing them. Our view is that this transition will happen within 5 or 10 years. and in some sense, it's already there. I don't mean that we are talking here about something that will be totally in the future, but in the large scale, this will happen. Okay, so here we have the vision picture where we are currently. We have these schedule-based maintenance work. When the work is scheduled, it's done whether needed or not. And most often the vendors are the ones who provide this maintenance service. And the service is priced by parts, spare parts used and hours used. So there is a slight conflicting interest regarding when you own the asset or when you are maintaining it. But soon this is going to change. Even now, these vendors or other companies, there may be lots of different type of companies who are providing these type of services, but the vendors are probably coming first here. They are providing services, maintenance services. They are not selling any more hours or parts, spare parts, but they sell the service. They do the service plans for their customers, and this is now totally different scenario when we are talking about whose interest is what kind of interest. Because earlier these vendors, they were interested in selling parts and hours. Now they are interested in selling as less hours and parts as possible, because it's now their interest. So it's a different play game actually. And the vision from here is that as the technology further matures and we are going to have even self-diagnosis machines that do the self-diagnosis, and based on this diagnosis, they may even contact the spare parts vendors and order parts by themselves, even by themselves. And now we are talking here also about 3D models and 3D printing. The parts will be printed as near as possible where they are needed. Currently they are transferred from all over the world. So the logistic is going to change as well in this process, in that sense. Quite soon, this is about to happen also in business to customer sector when we are talking about home electronics. So there is this vision that there is this self-diagnosis and the machine, washing machine or whatever, will do this diagnosis and report of the problem, and maybe this report is going to the spare parts providers and so on. So this all could happen automatically. And when we look investments that are related to these kind of assets, we notice that actually the original investment, the purchase price, is quite low compared to what other costs are involved during the lifetime of these kind of assets. And when we see the lost production, it's pretty high. This is actual data. This is not made up by ourselves, but this is based on one company's data. So in that sense, it's very, very accurate. So the lost production is the major part here regarding the costs. So you may understand that there are huge possibilities to be more productive and be more efficient, to optimize your process. I would call actually this optimizing the maintenance process, so that you will have your assets always going on and you are not harmed by unnecessary actions related to the assets. Okay, thank you very much. That was a very short introduction to this topic.